Hi, my name's Barry Crampton. I just want to give you a quick warning about buying a GoPro Max if you're filming in cars, which is what I do. Now, I'm certainly not here to knock GoPros. You can probably see the lineup here. I've got just about, or had just about every GoPro there is. I think that was a Hero Plus, that was a 3, and we've got a 4, 5 session, 7. I pre-ordered the 8. I've got a Fusion 360, and I pre-ordered the 8, and I pre-ordered the GoPro Max. And the main reason I pre-ordered the GoPro Max was that it was supposed to be better stitching, quicker stitching. This camera, for a 30-minute video, can take up to 24 hours, or it could take up to 24 hours to stitch a 30-minute video. That was on my old Mac, which I bought in 2011. I had to buy a new one, otherwise I couldn't just cope with the workflow. As far as 360 goes, I've also had the Samsung there, and I've got this Insta one that kind of just fits in your pocket and is really handy. The GoPro Fusion is by far and above better at 5.6K as opposed to 4K for the others. Far better. A lot of the time I don't use it as a 360, but what I do, I put it in the car and then I reframe it using Final Cut Pro. The Fusion is fine. With the new stitching on the GoPro Max, I thought that'd be excellent, because it only takes about, I don't know, I reckon it takes about twice as long to stitch a video or to transfer the video, because it stitches it in camera. And I got it, and to be fair, it's really good. I can't knock the picture, can't knock anything else. However, funny things happen when I put it in a car. And with the old Fusion, I used to have to knock all the stabilization off, just have the camera in the car like so, and the camera moves with the car and the video moves along with the camera, the point of view. I can reframe it, and as I say, I can go all around, up and down. The car's got a pan roof. If I need to look out the window, it's fantastic for doing that. So when the Max came, I had real high hopes. However, the first video I did, and bearing in mind that the Max is kind of 3 cameras in one, it can work as a normal GoPro and shoot 1440, I think. That is really good as well. The 360 though, I thought it was just in a car, it goes haywire as you accelerate, and this is with all the stabilization knocked off, and all the stabilization off in when you export it through the GoPro app here, which I can't just remember what it is, and that's the wrong mouse. So let's just go into the GoPro player. So in GoPro player, you can reframe it, or you can alter the stability and export in 5.6 or 4K. So the first time I did it, I have 4 cameras, a GoPro there, GoPro at the side, a GoPro behind looking forward, and then GoPros wherever I want to put them, inside or outside the car. Sometimes I have this 361 in my pocket like so, except clipped, so that it can see what I'm doing with the steering wheel, and all that works great. So I was really excited when I got the GoPro Max. However, when I put it into Final Cut Pro, as you accelerate, and you can imagine it's almost like a G meter acceleration. So when you accelerate, the picture tilts back. When you're braking, it tilts forward. When you turn a corner, and you can't put enough keyframes in it. Just the Fusion, when I wanted to turn it round, there was a keyframe here. I'd turn the camera around, put a keyframe to wherever I want it, and it would just, the video would just turn around nice and smooth. But the Max video, it's up and down, backwards and forwards, it spins round, and I thought it's almost like a compass. Wherever you turn the compass to, it always points to north. And the Max seems to be the same. I thought it was me at first. I thought it was my fault. I didn't think that GoPro could release a camera like so. So I shot about 4 videos trying all different, all the different settings, all different stability settings, none, horizontal and kind of point of view, and none of them worked. I'll cut this video in. In fact, I'll just play it now so I can tell you about it. So I'll cut this video in. So I accelerate and it looks like I'm leaning back in the car. I come to a roundabout and the picture goes off me and turns around the car. When I'm braking, it goes forward, and it's got some kind of gyroscope in it, obviously, which you don't seem to be able to switch off. So the GoPro has a mind of its own. Now you think, right, well, put the stability controls on. But you put the stability controls on and it's horizon level in as well. So it keeps the horizon level out of the car. So you look like you're driving along in a clown's car, you like so, and it makes you seasick. The video's unwatchable. So there, it's going back and turning round as well. So you just can't use it in a car. I don't know what it is. Normally I can say I'm not, you know, I've used these cameras for many years now, and that this is just my action cameras, not my main cameras. So I would like to think that I can normally figure stuff out, but this I couldn't. And I got in touch with GoPro. I sent them some video. First of all, I explained the matter to them, and I was a bit wary when I was speaking to them, because he said we don't have many problems with the Max. Well, I pre-ordered it. I got it on the first day, and I reported the problem probably 2 days later. So if they're already, anyhow, they said they'd get back to me. They didn't. In fact, I got an email off them yesterday, and I've actually sent the GoPro Max back because I've spent so much time over the last week, 2 weeks, trying to rectify these videos, and it's spoilt 4 videos. One thing I will say though, I turned it to just the ordinary GoPro mode of 1440, and the picture and the dynamic range was absolutely tremendous. But that being £479 and the GoPro Hero 8 being £379, and also £379 if you part exchange one of your cameras. And to be honest, this one has just recently given up the ghost, starts getting SD errors. So if you part exchange one of your old cameras, whether it's working or not, at the moment you get £100 off. So that brings the GoPro down to £279, which basically means the Max was 200 quid dearer and only 1440, where the GoPro 8 is 4K. In the car, I also had to switch off the stability on this, because then when you're turning sideways, it tries to move the camera, and it's moving all the time. Now, I went on the internet and I looked for other people. The Max is only just out, so I looked for other people who also had the same problem. And I have noticed one was a driving instructor. When I say driving instructor, a racing car driving instructor. And of course they're doing like so, and he was hoping to be able to put the camera in his car like you can with this. This is perfect, except for the time it takes to stitch. And again, you just, all you do, you can make it watchable, but you have to put so many keyframes in. You virtually have to put a keyframe in every one, and even then it's doing that. It moves along, you put a keyframe in, put it back to where you want, and then it starts going again, and so I would say if you're filming vehicles, if you're filming in a car, whether it's the metal, whether that's the problem, whether you're encased in metal, whether I don't know how the gyroscope works, I don't know how the stability works, but it just seems to be when you're in a car, the picture does what it wants and you can't stop it. So until they've got that problem out, ironed out, and I'm sure they will do, don't buy a GoPro Max if you're filming in a car. All the rest of it is fantastic, but the footage is unusable when it's in a car. As I say, I'll cut some footage. I'll just cut a short amount in, but be careful. You're better off with a GoPro 8. By the way, I'm also filming, that camera there is a DJI Osmo Action, and this one here is a DJI Osmo Pocket. So I've tried them all, and I'm pretty convinced it's not something I'm doing wrong. So watch out for that. Thanks for watching the video, and let us know in the comments if you've had any trouble with a GoPro Max. Honestly, it's using that Max the last few weeks, or the last week, has put me 3 or 4 videos behind. I just couldn't use it. Couldn't use it at all. So thanks for watching again. Any problems, please leave in the comments, and if it's been any use to you, this, or it's just warned you for a short while, then please like and subscribe as well. Thanks for watching.